Good morning. My name is Christopher Spark, and this is an attempt to do a tutorial on how to use Chitubox with your longer orange 30, and it should probably also work for your longer orange 10. This assumes that you have just purchased your longer orange 30 and want to get printing with it, but you want to use the features that Chitubox has to offer and the support that the community has developed with understanding and using Chitubox as opposed to the longer Orangeware software. So what you're going to first see here is that I have Chitubox set up. I have a miniature here. And what I also need to do, which I have not done, is to delete this printer so that you will start with just your default printer. You will need, the first thing you need to do is you will need to import the plugin into Chitubox. You get the plugin from Longer, and it is also on the Longer Orange 30 Facebook group, or the Longer 3D Facebook group that you will find, and you will find all your software here. Okay, here you will see that there's all the various different things that you may need, okay, as well as the Chitubox 1.6.1 plugin. I'm using 1.6.4 or something like that, and it still works. So you will go into here, okay, and you'll need to know whether you're 32 or 64-bit. That's the longer orange 10. Here's your longer orange 30. All right, included with a PDF on how to do it. So that's Linux, that's Mac, that's Windows 32, and Windows 60. So I'm just going to download it all. And it looks like it should show in my download folders. Come on. No. Boop, 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 boop. Close that. Go to downloads. And there we have it there. I've already been using my longer orange 30 with Chitubox. That's why you see the 1 there. Okay, and for now, I'm just going to keep it. I'm going to take that and I'm going to find my Chitubox folder. So program files here. Maybe put it in box. And you can see that I'm just going to put it into that plugins. No, it's in download. Hope it works. Next, we go in here and actually we'll go into settings. Actually, no, we'll go into plugins. Sorry. This is important actually. So what we're going to do here is plugins, and we're going to import a plugin. Now, when I'm importing a plugin, I'm going to look for and now I've imported into my plugin. The next step that you do is you add a new printer. I have a longer orange 3D, orange 30, click OK. Now, I am going to print something, but I don't want to print that. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to open something here. And what am I going to print here? Let's see. I will print you can just sort of see the stuff that I have here. All fire. Okay, now with that, I'm just going to, using Chitubox, I'm going to rotate it, and I know which way it rotates now, and it's very easy, just go like that. And I already have some transparent resin set up, but I'll probably pour some more now. Now with transparent resin, I have learned the hard way that I want to sit so that the bubbles come off of it. I spilled a little bit. So I will always attempt to clean. And for some reason, it's not working. I wanted it to. So next we want to put that into your USB drive. And what you don't see right now is that it says that there's always says there's a problem with our USB drive. I always just scan and repair, and it comes up and shows that there's no error found. Now the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to print this. Alright, so I want to make sure that I have settings, so I have it on here. And I'm going to use a resin. Now, looks like all my profiles got deleted, unfortunately, so I'm going to make a new profile. So I'm going to use it as my standard, and I'm going to add a new profile. So the resin I'm using is Sane Smart Translucent. Okay, and it's roughly about $40 or so. Because it's a translucent resin, I want an exposure time of more or less, I did it 10 seconds. I think I could probably do 8 seconds with an exposure time of 80, and bottom lift and lifting speed I think are pretty good for that. Name, and we're going to call this. So I like to trans 0.05 mm, and going to okay. So there's my Sane Smart Translucent 0.05 mm. We go through this. I'm not doing any infill. I don't have any G codes. Anti-aliasing, I like to go up on that. So there's my settings. It automatically saves. So then we'll go into slice. And you should see not only slicing, but you should also see it. There it goes. Tells me my relative cost, tells me my milliliters, right? Tells me my print time, but that lies. So then I'm going to save it. It's important when you save something, okay, you have to save it to the longer 3D file. So I make sure that I have everything there, and that I don't have too much stuff here. And I'm just going to save that. So it should say writing, and then it should say converting the file. Now I'm checking here for my video, and my video is crapped out on me. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to activate the way that I want it to work. I'm going to transition to here just for a second. See that it's converting, so it's doing its job. And this probably has something to do with the fact that Chitubox tends to be graphics intensive. But you definitely want to see this converting format. Okay. And oh, great. That worked in any way that I wanted to. Fortunately, when you have issues, you have to think on the fly. So this isn't going to be as much of a polished video as I would like. But hopefully you will get something out of this. As I just... You know what? Oh, great. Oh, maybe the... Maybe... It was working. Okay, this is part 2, where I take my USB out. 2. No longer. Turning on the orange starting. And since I still have bubbles, I'm not going to print, but you should be able to get from here. So hit here. I'm looking for wall of fire. I can print here, and then hit print. And that's how that operates.